everybody? Demon Jester J here with 5 questions to a mile maker. And my guest is?
Hugo from Ichiban Painting. Hello, everybody. How are you?
How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing good. Yeah, a little bit busy, but I'm always busy, so it's the same thing for me every day.
Alright. You ready for the 5 questions?
Yes, I'm ready for the 5 questions.
First question. Who are you? Please tell us about yourself and your hobby, and also do you have more than one hobby?
My name is Hugo from Ichiban Painting. I'm mainly a painter, so I paint stuff for any wargaming platform, although I'm mostly in the 40K stuff because that's where most of my clients are, because it's commission painting. Although I'm moving away from the commission painting in the previous month to focus more on the project that we have on the Indiegogo right now. We're starting our own line of miniatures, and
Cool.
yeah, that's pretty much it. Do I have more than one hobby? I have tons of hobbies. I mean, I like painting. I like doing stuff on the computer, playing video games, snowboarding, skateboarding. I guess I'm a pretty busy guy. Although I don't have time to do all that kind of stuff anymore because of all the projects that I'm working on and the painting and everything. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Alright. Ready for a second question?
Yeah, I'm ready for a second.
Okay, number 2. What got you into your hobby and how long have you been into it?
I started hobbying maybe like when I was, I think, 5 years old. That I started doing the snap plastic kits, to snap them together for kids and everything. So I started doing that, and then after that, probably when I got 7, got my first airbrush, starting to paint. But I was really into the military diorama, military kind of modeling side of things, and I joined a club. And then
Cool.
in that club, I learned a lot because the people in the club where I was really, knowledgeable. And actually won my first contest. I think I was 10 years old, and
Wow.
going up against adults in diorama categories and local, modeling, competition and things like that. So it was pretty good. I had a lot of fun. And maybe when I was 12, I think, something like that, I walked in with one of my friends because he was a Warhammer player, and I walked in a Games Workshop with him, and then I was like, wow, you can paint tanks another color than green and tan and stuff like that. You can paint them blues and everything. So I was like, wow, this is cool. So I didn't pick up anything, but actually the next day I went back and I bought a bunch of stuff with my dad, and I started modeling by doing more the war gaming thing. And it was kind of interesting actually because us in the normal modeling side of things, we had a lot of techniques and everything that people in the wargaming community were not using. So it got me into it and trying to, produce good miniatures and everything. So that's pretty much my journey into the hobby. So I've been into it for, 20 years plus, I think.
Alright.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Alright. Ready for number 3?
Yeah.
Number 3. When and why did you start making YouTube videos? And have you met anyone from YouTube because of it?
Yeah, yeah, I met a lot of people. When I started doing videos on YouTube, actually, in March last year, by this year actually, so it's not even been 1 year yet. And I started doing YouTube videos because I was on Twitter. I started my online career, you would say, on Twitter, and I was talking to a lot of people, and people were commenting on my pictures of my stuff, and they were asking a lot of questions about the techniques and everything. And then I was not really into watching videos on YouTube because I've been doing modeling for a long time, so I didn't feel like I needed to learn tutorials, or I didn't even know the community or anything. Then I started, I'm just like, all right, I'll check out what's available, so maybe I can refer people to go check those video out, because they were asking me about questions about the modeling and everything. So then I started checking out, and I remember if I painted, I was watching one of his tutorial, and it kind of got me a little bit frustrated because like he's a good painter, and but his tutorial are not really tutorials. It's just like him watching him paint really fast and not really explaining what he was doing that much. So it kind of got me a little bit not frustrated, but I was like, dude, like somebody that has such a talent and make good video, not taking the time to explain to people. So then I decided to, I decided to go ahead and just start making my own videos, which were crappy at the beginning, but the more and
Everybody has
more
that crappy video quality at first.
yeah, I guess so. But I got more into it. I procured myself some more equipment and everything. And then the more equipment I got, the better quality it is. It's starting editing and everything. So, and now we are, not even 1 year later, and I'm 1,600 plus subscribers, almost 1,700, and met a bunch of people, like Maless from Awesome Paint Job, Chung from War Gamers Consortium. We always talk together almost every day. Uh, pardon me. Joey Berry, a bunch of Templars Crusade, Marnius, all guys that I talk on a frequent base and everything. So the hobby experience has been great. And for me in my situation, since I live in Japan actually, so in my situation, having all that community support on the internet is kind of awesome because I have nobody here. I cannot say I'm gonna go to my gaming club or my gaming store and like talk hobby with the people there. And most people are Japanese. Not that I don't speak Japanese, but it's kind of a different. Most people that I know in the community here in Japan are more focused on playing the game instead of painting and modeling. So they don't have that much interest. It's not like I can have a buddy and say, hey, come to my studio and we're gonna work together, or I'll teach you something, or we can just model together. And so it just it was just funny. So having that community, it was it was an awesome stuff. Yeah, I was pretty happy.
All right. Ready for number 4?
Yeah, number 4 it is.
Number 4. When do you have any tips for anyone new getting into your hobby or making YouTube videos?
But to get in the hobby, that's really easy. There's so many information available. Like, I know Chung makes awesome videos for beginning, into airbrushing. I have a series that I made pretty much in my younger days in YouTube, which is not the best series, but the information is still there. I'm working on making a new series about airbrushing also. You have Les that teaches, good tricks, and, just look on YouTube. There's so many big names over there that have so much knowledge and so much, good videos about, getting into the hobby. So that's a really good thing. And for the YouTube side of things, I guess it's just getting, put yourself out there. You know what I mean? If you don't put yourself out there, if you don't try, of course your video is gonna suck. My video sucked when I started, but I keep pushing and trying to. Yeah, of course it's not a cheap. If you want to make good quality things, it's not a cheap thing. You need to have good video equipment. You need to have probably a good computer for editing and everything. Especially if you want to step up your game editing wise, because you need to have good programs and everything. But it's something that's doable. But if you don't take that step of putting yourself out there, then people won't start noticing you and won't subscribe to your channel and become like something. If I did it, it's not been 1 year and it's already 1,700 subscribers, which is not that bad. It's pretty fucking good, I think.
Yep.
So if you don't do it, then it won't work. If you don't try, you never know, right? So, and don't be afraid. There's trolls everywhere. I get trolled on my videos.
Oh yeah, I've been getting a couple ever since I started doing these videos.
It's normal, I have a fan hater, I think, because every time I put a video out, like as soon as the video was out, like last video I did was a 20-minute video. As soon as the video was out, I already had dislike. We had like 1 dislike. It was like not even 5 minutes it's out. That means he didn't even watch the intro of the video. So you're gonna get those trolls out there and everything. And normally, at the same time, when you think about it, when you get trolls and people hating on you, it means that you're doing something right, I guess. So don't be scared about that. Just put yourself out there and do your best. And it might not become something huge, but at the same time, if you're gonna see that the YouTube community is a really cool community, and everybody is always happy to help each other and do stuff together. So it's gonna be pretty cool.
All right. Ready for number 5?
Yeah.
Number 5. Who do you think I should ask these 5 questions to next, and why?
There's so many people, I guess. I'm gonna give a shout out to a small guy, but he does really, really awesome stuff. Zombie Art Field Painted. I mean, he hasn't been getting a lot of exposure lately, and he's a young guy. I don't know if you know him.
He just recently subscribed to me.
Oh, so Zombie Art Cool Painted, he's probably like around 16 or 17. He's a teenager, but he's really into the hobby. He's really into painting and getting better and everything. And he's really trying to get more good stuff out there and do good tutorials and everything. So I think that maybe it could be a good thing to bring in, a good person to bring in, and plus the fact that he wants to get better, and he's growing in the hobby. He's so young that the future is really bright for him, I think. So that might be a good interview.
All right. Well, that's all 5 questions. Now this is what I call shameless plug time for you.
The shameless plug time.
Shameless plug time. That means your Facebook, your Twitter, your websites, whatever you want to advertise for yourself, go for it.
Okay, but it's really easy. Facebook is, facebook.com/ichibanpainting. That's the Facebook page. A lot of activity there, and like for people that maybe are subscribed to my YouTube channel, if you're on the Facebook, there's always like previews or question. A lot of times, if I have an idea for a video, I'll post it on the Facebook, and then after that, once people see it on the Facebook, they give me, okay, maybe we won't see that, we want to see this. So helps me a lot decide what I'm going to do next in terms of videos and everything. And also you get work in progress updates of the stuff that I'm working on and what I'm doing. So the Facebook is a really cool place. Then there's the Twitter, which is almost like the Facebook but a little bit less because of the character restriction. But the Twitter is Ichiban Painting, at Ichiban Painting.
All right.
And the Indiegogo, I cannot say the Indiegogo campaign link because it's too long, but it's Ichiban Studio and Indiegogo. I'm pretty sure if you look at the Ichiban Studio, or maybe there's going to be a link at the bottom. The Indiegogo campaign that's running right now is the Ichiban Studio Miniature. We're trying to reach a goal of $5,000. We have some cool models, so we're at 500 now, so we need a lot of help. But still 50 days left, so we still have a lot of days. It's only been 10 days, but trying to launch a miniature range and a lot of cool stuff coming in the future. So that's pretty much all my shameless plug.
All right. Well, that's the show. Thank you for being on it.
It's my pleasure.
And like I said to everybody, keep the blade sharp and make sure the hobby's fun. Bye, everybody.
See you.